Welcome everybody to this exciting expansion kilwa gameplay, part 2, where we will be getting 2 of the easier, air quotes, to get achievements. They're easy because you don't really have to do much for them. And we'll actually be getting a surprise 3rd achievement that I didn't even know existed later on in this run. We're going to start off by going to war with Warsangli in the coast of Africa. We do get that one province from Gujarat, and then we just have to sit around for an extra 100 years colonizing. So look forward to seeing the rest of this gameplay and the rest of this achievement, and thank you again for tuning in to watch. I still don't see any of the other colonial powers just yet. Maybe I could jump out to St. Helena, try to get a better view. Ooh, Warsangli. Hey, now I can go to war with Warsangli. Warsangli only has 8k troops. Their only other ally is Hadramut, which we don't care about. None of these we really need, so justified wars, and we can start a golden era. So may as well. That'll help with our idea costs, like we can see right there. Finally finished off the exploration ideas. That'll mean we could start teching that later too. No. Our leader died. Our next ruler is going to be a 440. Not that we're really doing anything with mill points anyway, but I mean, that blows. So we just need to take basically the entire coastline. I want to guarantee money and war reps for myself as well. And, yeah, that looks good. Ah, we just, stabbed up, so it's going to take a little while. Gets us another mission, conquer the coastline. We gain 15 army tradition. What the hell is that? Steam remote play? Conquer Mogadishu. Plundering is the best part of life. We gain 100 prosperity in Swahili coast and 400 ducats. And then after that, Gulf of Aden. We need the strongest trade power in the Gulf of Aden with 15% or more trade power. And with that, that gets us more trade power, trade steering, merchant trade power, and we get a claim on every coastal center of trade of the Gujarat and Coromandel. Ah, so that's how we get our claim on Thana. Interesting. As far as the mission tree goes, after this, yeah, every center of trade in the Gujarat and Coromandel trade node. So that gives us claims on Vijayanagar and Gujarat. So we can claim for Thana. We don't have any allies over there, so I could maybe ally the Bahmanis. See what that might bring us. This might be the first country I actually have to spy on. The Maldives. There's really nothing good for what we're trying to do, what we're about to do. I could do admin tech cost minus 10%. That's always nice. Balance of power, diplomats don't really need that. So let's do curtail the privileges. And now that they are protecting trade over here, 27%, we need that to be 50 so we can start propagating religion and turning all these Hindu islands into Sunni. And we need everyone over here, except for like this actual island of Java, we need everyone else over here to be Sunni, including the Philippines and including all of these those provinces that don't have people in them. So, uncolonized, that's it. So, we have a lot of work ahead of us. That's a damn good general for someone who's just going to be invading some islands. They only have 4k troops. Another crappy heir. What is wrong with this bloodline, dude? They keep marrying the baddest bitches, but they keep having the shittiest children. There's a little bit of Spain over in Brazil. Do we really have that much of a head start? Let's see. Not bad. Well, let's declare this war on Gujarat. Bahmanis will join me. Baluchistan and Jaunpur are also in on it. Baluchistan's kind of weak. Having the Bahmanis with me should be good enough. Oh, you know what? I don't have cannons. This war against Gujarat is a little more complicated because we do have to fight into Fog of War, and I can't even see what my ally is doing. So that does make it a little difficult, but you can see I'm not even focusing on the war. I'm focusing on rebels. I'm focusing on colonization. We finally get the cannons over into India, and I'm just trying to get this one province and leaving. I don't want to conquer India. I don't need to conquer India, although I know that is what we're kind of supposed to do as Kilwa, is get all the centers of trade so we can control the trade, so we can get all into Zanzibar and not into, you know, Cape or that kind of thing. But you can see I'm just trying to find their towers, trying to take down their towers, trying to get just enough war score so that we can take it, and here we go. Alright, we won a few battles. They will give it to us. Anything else? War reps? Money? Okay, cool. That's all we needed. And we need to core it too, I think. Let me just double check. We can tech. And finally now we can start building, where are they? Shipyards, so we can increase our naval force limit. And increasing the naval force limit means that we won't have to pay as much for those boats. Still need to get colonialism here. Which, again, it's in Adal, but it's nowhere near us. So let's look for somewhere cheap to dev colonialism. 35 in Pate. They produce silk. Very nice. So let's start deving here. New edicts encourage development. And it's going to be an even split, so that's not bad. Let's expand infrastructure to make it cheaper again. And let's see. It's moving. Ah, so close. Hey, there it is. Queen of Mercury. I didn't get out of the way in time. I didn't even try. Yes, Queen of Mercury. That is the easy achievement. We have Cord Thana. And let's make it a trade company. Ah, get out of here, both of you. Nice. Perfect. You'll love to see it. And then inflation reduction and trade efficiency again. Inflation is at 5%. That's crazy. And we're still not in the age of Reformation. It's 1515. I don't care about the inflation. We are almost at max gov cap too, but I mean that's gonna go up as we tech. So I was gonna say, you know, I want to embrace, but I don't want to take more loans, but I mean, we have room for more loans, so I think I will take more loans so we can embrace colonialism. And with that, we can more easily tech up to 9. We are almost at 10 too, and with 10, I want trade ideas, but I also can't fall behind on the Diplo tech. So I think what I might want to do, I mean, trade ideas is what I want. Economic, not a terrible idea, but this gets us, you know, trade efficiency, trade power, trade steering. This just gets us tax modifier. Inflation reduction actually not that bad. Because we do have a shitload of gold mines, inflation reduction from loan repayments, gold depletion chance minus 25%. So that actually might not be bad. We are going to be in excess, but trade ideas is going to get us what we want to get done faster. The only issue is like we're going to fall behind in that. So let's focus the trade. Let's we don't really have any good trade guys, but what I want to do is make more light ships. Because we need to start propagating religion in places we are currently not in. As we can see here, I am converting, but I'm really only, yeah, you see I'm starting to convert this province right here. It's actually, you know, occupied. I also need to start doing that for the Philippines, which the Philippines is a lot easier to do than over here because Malacca has a shitload of trade power. Still doing a good job converting all of the inhabited provinces over here. It's very slow going, but the fact that we occupy all of the empty space means that it's going to be fine. Like, we just have to keep, you know, putting our colonists here. 49%. Alright, so let's take a couple of boats from the Philippines. Take 5. Protect trade in Malacca. %. There we go. Propagate religion in Malacca. And we are well on our way. Because now these Hindu provinces are going to start converting. It might take a while because of all the Theravada here too, which is a little annoying. But the most important thing is just getting, like I said, making sure we have colonized all the available provinces. All right, there we go. Fast negotiations. And with that, we get another merchant. We have an idea for more trade efficiency and steering. That's 2 diplo policies now. And then we can, let's see. Well, we do need trade power in Canton and, what was it, Beijing? Nah, let's, pushing it forward, pushing it forward, pushing it forward, collecting. We could try the Congo. Let's transfer trade power. And now, without lifting a finger, we are converting. It's going to take a little while, and I don't think there's any way to speed up the process. We are at the 101 year point. I wanted to stop at 100 years. But this is exactly where we want to be after the 100 years. If we didn't have to focus so hard over here, I would have made sure to, you know, actually make South Africa look pretty and connected. England wouldn't have been here. It was a lot slower for like Spain and Portugal to get over here, and they didn't even. I saw Spain and then they never came back because they didn't go exploration expansion. They just went exploration. So you can see there's a lot of English everywhere. Like, there's still a lot of countries in Mexico, it looks like. Portugal has Bermuda and, you know, everything down there. England is in the north along with France. So I feel like we got a little lucky in terms of the colonization game, that England was the one to come to South Africa. And, you know, with that little bit of a head start, let's see. Invasion of the Mamluks, sure. Once we finish colonizing this island, I'll move up into the Philippines, and that'll do it. In terms of our colonization, I guess I'll colonize Australia. That is in our mission tree. Colonize Australia, see? It's us a 10 provinces in Australia, gets us 7.5% more settler chance. It would have been a waste of time. Ah, Persia formed. Probably by Ajam. They seem to be the most likely. Also, I did notice this earlier, but the fog of war finally lifted. Not from the New World, though. But let's take a look at Europe. Looks pretty normal, except for Switzerland going down into Milan. France is in Italy, Naples. Got Lucca. Spain looks usual. Portugal looks usual. Everything looks as usual. Huh. Yeah, nothing really out of the ordinary here. Except Austria's huge. Bohemia took some stuff from Hungary. Landshut looks like they want to form Bavaria. Ottomans, normal. Russia, normal. Chagatai, I thought they were a lot bigger, but I guess Zhou is fighting back. There's really nothing unusual going on in the world. Maybe that's the most unusual thing. I know we're probably not making as much money as we could off of trade, but that's mostly because we have to do this cheesy, you know, propagation thing, the religious stuff. I don't know how much we could make off of trade. I don't usually play a trade game, you know what I mean? What are we doing on the powers list? Oh, wow. We are second place. Probably because Spain didn't actually go full on into the colonization. It looks like they only have, like, right here. Did they ever go expansion? They did. They went expansion third. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't even realize. I am the second strongest power behind the Ottomans. And then the French apparently have some colonies. Portugal is at the bottom. Russia is going to start, yeah, it's doing its Siberian expansion thing. I've never actually seen Russia actually go all the way across the map. Alright, this is the end of the first recording. Seriously, we could just skip to here. Like the last... I don't know what the last important thing was. I think it was like the war against Gujarat. I still have this province too. Then literally just sitting here and colonizing after that. And this is the progress we've made. Everything over here was animist. We still have a few animist nations that are being converted through propagating the religion in the trade options, which you can see right here. I don't know if that's part of any kind of DLC or not, but hey, I'm doing it. It's working. And that's the way I wanted to do it. Obviously, if I was conquering, probably would have been done by now. But I want to keep it slow. I don't know how long in the actual video this is going to be, whether it's 20 minutes or an hour. But I wanted to do it slowly like this because I just wanted to make this a chill, you know, expansion game. I expanded into Indonesia, and now with my colonists, I'm just, you know, filling up over here, and I should probably go south towards Cape so I can get more trade power down there. But anyway, this is just another really long, annoying achievement again. Not nearly as bad as Hawaii. Hawaii was miserable. And I'm currently watching that one dude play through unifying Australia. That looks miserable. This, I made it worse for myself by not going more aggressive. But, I mean, It's going to happen eventually. I very much doubt it's going to take until the year 1800 for all of these provinces to get converted. And even then, like, Malacca's conquering. If I really wanted to, I can start conquering. And then there's this little itty bitty gap up in the northern Philippines that Tondo has not colonized just yet. And Ming hasn't exploded. It's 1569 and Ming hasn't exploded. Crazy, I know, right? But I mean, at this point of the game, it's what, 135 years? Yeah, 135 years later, almost exactly, November. We're making shitloads of money from gold and trade. Of course, trade, taxation, and production still, but we have a lot of production manufactories online being built, so once those get built, the production is going to go way up too. And this is, you know, like I know I mentioned it in a previous video, but this is just another one of those standard exploration expansion type gameplay videos where the main meat of what we're doing is just sitting around and waiting for the map to get colored in. Like, I'm playing color by numbers and all of the numbers are my number. We had it a lot easier this time around too. Like, Spain finally shows up in 1570, and honestly, I'm very much surprised it took that long. England is down here and they have a good number of provinces, but I mean, it's just another super slow, methodical game, just colonization. I like to turn my brain off, listen to Gordon Ramsay in the background while I do that. And like I mentioned earlier, I'm probably going to skim over that part accidentally anyway, but I did mention that the rest of the world looks pretty normal. Like, there's nothing really outstanding anywhere. Like, okay, sure, France is in Italy and so is Switzerland, but like, that's about it. You know, Brandenburg is almost there. Austria is getting eaten by the Ottomans as per usual. Russia is going east. The only unusual thing is Japan and the fact that the English made it down here before Spain or Portugal. So, yeah, this is long and boring, and I would not. It's better than Hawaii. I'll tell you that, it's better than Hawaii. But that's the end of this first recording. Alright, this is the start of the second recording, and legit, last night, half of my dreams looked like this, just waiting for things to be converted. Like, I was legit dreaming of, like, this symbol and this conversion thing. I'm like, please, please hurry up. Please. I don't want to be stuck here any longer than I have to be. Hard bargaining? What is that? Well, it wouldn't be the first time we got a surprise achievement. Hard bargaining. As defender of a Muslim faith, propagate your religion in the Moluccas through trade to convert 5 provinces. Huh. I didn't know that was an achievement. But I guess we got that one too. I have to remember to write that down. Alrighty. Finish off plutocratic ideas. Let's see what kind of idea we get. Production efficiency and manpower modifier. We don't really need the colonial range. Another merchant though, sure. And regiment costs minus 10%. Do we really need plus 10 global settler increase when we're already doing it super fast? But hey, another merchant. We can't reach the Ivory Coast. And let's see. I do want more trade power over here, so pretty soon I need to pull some of these light ships out, but put a guy in Canton, I guess. Try to just funnel all of the Chinese and spice trade into Zanzibar over here. I think also... Yeah, Tondo. We don't need our ships over here in the Philippines anymore. Because we just have to wait for Tondo to actually get that province. Or we can invade Tondo ourselves. I'm going to wait on that because we still do need a lot of these islands over here converted. Oh, who's this? Portugal is in Australia. Look at that. It's a good thing I allied them. So we need this island, which everything is almost converted. We just need this one province that isn't converted, which, yeah, let's pull my boats out of the Philippines and tell them to protect trade in the Cape. That way... we should be able to have a lot more trade power over here. And as such, we are getting more money. Yeah, there it is. 65% trade power. We're collecting most of... There's still too much going out, though. So I think I want to build some more light ships. Let's also prepare to invade Tondo. I'm going to be a little impatient. Let's see. Everything in the Moluccas is almost converted. We're just waiting on these few little provinces down here. Everything over in Malacca is also converted. We're just waiting on a couple more on this one island right here, these 4. And then we just need that one province right up there, which I need to go to war with Manila to drag in Tondo, and then take that from Tondo. I don't care, I can vassalize Manila, something like that. We could also friendly vassalize Butuan. Maguindanao. I wonder how many other countries I can just vassalize over here. Sulu. Own. Almost. Makassar, no. These guys. I can vassalize a lot of people. I didn't even look at that. Maybe I want to vassalize everyone over in these islands. Alright, so let's declare this war on Butuan. Just to drag in Tondo so we can get this one province. Let's see. We're almost there, too. We literally just need that one province. I didn't want to go to war. I didn't want to have to conquer, but, you know, it is what it is. Spain declared war on us. Huh? For what? Zamboanga. They declared war on us for this province, but... Oh, well, there's their colony that they're working on, I guess. What the hell? I mean, I have Portugal on my side. What? Their navy won't be able to get here. Surrender. I just want one province from Tondo. I mean, I may as well, you know, take a few more to connect my land. Okay, I can't. Just want one province. And take money, war reps, and I guess a second province so I can connect my lands. And then you, I don't even, I mean, I guess I'll take some land and shit from you. May as well. I mean, what else am I doing? I feel sorry for you, Portugal, but you know, maybe I could actually build a shitload of cogs and get some troops up there, but I really don't want to. I really don't care. Like, I'm sorry, Portugal. You're gonna get separate pieced, and then I'm gonna be fine. Alright, Portuguese are knocked out. I am at positive ticking war score. All of their war score still comes from people that I haven't really done anything. War enthusiasm is only a medium, but I mean, it's still unable for them to actually come to me. They won't even take a white piece. 21-22, relative strength of alliances, Spanish military strength, length of war, 22-24, what? My guy. Like, it's just inches away from white piecing them. Like, they took land from Portugal for some reason. 25-25. 26-25. They will take a white piece. I don't know why they declared this war in the first place. The only things lost were Portuguese lives, which, like, I'm still allied to them, so it's okay. When will that Dishonored Alliance go away? Probably soon. Alright. Re-ally you. I can vassalize you. Alright, it looks like Kutai is not converting this province, and Sunda is not converting this one either, but why is my religion propagation not converting anything right now? All eligible provinces have already been converted. Interesting. I can't convert any more provinces, which means these last two, I don't know if they're like too high development that we can't convert them ourselves. Why aren't you converting them, Sunda? You be a vassal? No. I may have to declare a few more wars just to get these singular provinces, just so I can convert them myself, which is a little annoying, but hey. I didn't want to have to go to war, but it looks like that is what we have to do. Play as Hobson. What is this? Some say they came in the dark, some say they hid in big boxes disguised as gifts, but somehow the commander of one of our coastal forts have managed to lose control of both the island fort and the entire region under his control. Perpetrators are a group of CDs, former slaves of Ethiopian origin, that have become quite common sight in the navies and armies of the region. The leader of the CDs has sent an emissary to our court today asking that we allow them to stay in control of the fort they have taken in return for their loyal service to our state. So either it's an independence war, I play as them, or I make them a march, which, sure, interesting. I've never seen anything like that before, which I've never played as kilwa before, so that was interesting, but now I have another vassal that I didn't exactly want or expect to have. Alright, let's do our hopefully second to last war. I don't really care about any of these other countries. Take Tarakan. We could also reconquest. They have castles. That's annoying. So this is not my first time playing in this area of the war, but I definitely don't remember how awful wars in this area of the world are, because they just kind of stack wipe 50,000 troops in these jungles, and I hate it. And I guess in hindsight, the reason why my army is so bad is because I don't have anything except for plutocratic ideas, which that's not going to help me in battle. And then, you know, I have to ship an entire army over all the way to that stupid little island. I have to buy mercenaries, and just like their army quality is better than mine, even though I am techs ahead. And I don't get it. I just don't understand it. And again, 800 hours in this game. I just don't get why I absolutely got crushed and destroyed in this war. I lost every single battle. I had, 100 more ships than they did, but their ships are destroying mine. And it just, everything went wrong. Everything went terribly, terribly, terribly wrong. Just, that's how it goes for me when fighting in Borneo, apparently. Because I really friggin' hate it over here. Like, I have to wonder if the mosquitoes were giving my troops malaria or something, and that was lowering their morale or whatever. But like, you can see I shipped an entire new army over here. I'm unsieging my own castle. We're at like minus 70% war score. My vassals aren't helping me in the Philippines. We lose a battle even though we outnumber them. They stack wipe me. So it's like, I just don't know how to fight against these people. I just don't know what I'm doing wrong, right? I just don't get it. Like, sure, maybe they outnumber me in a few battles, but I have more cannons than they do. I have 2 Miltex ahead. I just don't get it. I don't get it. So this war goes horribly for us, horribly. We also do dev up global trade right there. But even though this war is going terribly, there is something that I don't notice that is happening. And that is the fact that that province is getting converted by the country itself. And I'm going to drop us out of this war a little early and take it from there. Let's enact a government reform, economical matters, empower the burghers is more trade efficiency and global trade power, curtail the burghers is more trade steering and trade company government costs. That's not bad. Domestic trade power and merchant trade power. Cost to promote mercantilism, minus 10%. That's not bad. Trade power abroad and institution spread. Inflation reduction, whatever. War economy. Don't really care. Exploitation of the New World. Gives us another colonist. That doesn't really help us. So let's, the burghers are, well, they were very influential. No, they're not, it seems like. So let's do trade company governing costs. Or the burghers. Honestly, I have no idea which one is better. Also to promote mercantilism lower, I think is probably going to be the best for us. I tend to send over a whole other army. What was that? You can't propagate religion anymore because our light ships are getting slowly wiped out. Oh, we got it. Somehow. How? I guess they converted it themselves. Sure. So, this war was a waste of time, but there was Swahili Persuasion, in which, everything over here, it doesn't have to be this island, but everything else over here is my religion, and that was a very flaccid ending, especially considering we're losing this war horribly, even though we're supposed to outmatch them, right? Like let's check the ledger here. I guess we have the worst discipline and not even the best morale, but like we're like 2 techs ahead. I don't understand. Whatever, man. But either way, we finally got it. This was long, boring, painful. It took almost 200 years. We're at like 170. And yowza, that was annoying. Overall, if I were to try to do this again, I would just start straight up conquering everything. I mean, in your mission trees, you get permanent claims on everything. It wants you to conquer over here. But I wanted to try to play the trade a little bit more because I've never done, a trade empire. Like, I've done, exploration, expansion, colonial empire, but I've never done just straight up trade only, try to dominate through trade, which, I mean, this was pretty good. This was interesting. Probably not my preferred play style. I think I'd rather just conquer, try to go wide. So next time I play in Africa, it might be the Congo achievement, who knows. But, yeah, we got that first achievement where we got Thana, and it got turned around and released. We also got a surprise achievement in hard bargaining, which I didn't even know was an achievement, but yeah, that one worked out too. And you know what? Let's just end this war for these guys. I'm not really gonna care anymore. We wasted a lot of money, a lot of time. Not that we're really wasting money. I mean, look at this. We're making 200 ducats a month. But yeah, if I were to try this again, I would definitely instead just conquer. It was cool, interesting, and, fun to learn, like, oh, I need this many ships so I can have more, trade power, so I can, push the trade forward into the Cape of Good Hope, where I'm going to collect most of the trade coming in, except a lot of it is still leaking out because, oh, look at that, England still has some trade power. So, like, fighting those trade wars were fun. It was cool and interesting and fun. And then even here at the end, when I started like, oh, I can vassalize everyone in the Philippines. I can vassalize people around me. That was cool. And probably because we were making so much money. Like, if I were to tech up right now, I would probably continue with probably a naval idea group, maybe even economic ideas. You could really go anything. Infrastructure, maybe, if you wanted to keep developing your own self. Might be a little late for a lot of these other things, but like maritime ideas for maybe not maritime ideas, but you get the point. Or maybe even not influence either, but I could go influence if I wanted to keep trying to vassalize everyone over here. Ming never fell. This is the first time I've ever played a long campaign like this where Ming never fell. And that's really the only unusual thing about the map. I said it earlier, there really isn't anything unusual going on in the world. Russia went east as they usually do. Japan expanded outside of Japan. That doesn't usually happen. India, it is India. Ottomans went ham. The only reason why Adal is the dominant power over here is because I was their ally in the first place. I mean, there isn't a single strong power over here. Usually Songhai gets big, but they didn't. And then as far as the colonization goes, you know, there's good competition. There's Denmark. France is big on it. England is big with the Newfoundland. Spain is going crazy up in the north, which I thought they wouldn't. Ottoman Brazil. So, like, you know, what the hell is going on with that? That's the only other. Ferrara got big. That's weird. But yeah, overall, this was if you look at the world map, a pretty standard game. Except for Ming never exploding. Don't know why that happened. But yeah, overall, this was awful, horrible. I don't want to do it again. And it wasn't as bad as Hawaii. It was not as bad as the Hawaii run. And that is how I would leave that. Thank you very much for watching this video. The next video, I don't know what it's going to be. I don't know what achievement I'm going to go for. But if anything, it's definitely not going to be exploration expansion. Because this was boring. This was very, very boring. And yeah, that's going to be it from me. Thank you very much for watching. I have been trying to do Najd into, you know, Jihad. I want to try to get multiple achievements done with that. Najd into Arabian Coffee / Sworn Fealty. And then Jihad after that, because we can play with the new Arabia. I also want to try to redo Shahanshah into This is Persia, and then culture shift into Turkish so I can become Rum, and then go for the true Sultan of Rum, but I probably won't start it with Shahanshah, which you start as Ardabil, which is already hard enough as it is, so I'll probably just play as, I don't know, Karakayunlu, form Persia, form Rum, and do that instead. Whatever's easier for me. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this run of playing as Kilwa. And I have like 8 hours of footage that I'm going to cut down to hopefully like 40 minutes. Because most of it was... most of the gameplay was... Send guy. Click. Send guy. Click. It's not letting me click. Click. Send guy. Like... This was boring. It wasn't a waste of 7 hours, but it was certainly 7 hours of gameplay. Alright, now let me stop rambling and get out of here.